Why are Canadian premiers telling the Bank of Canada to not raise interest rates? As noted in a letter from the Premier of British Columbia, one of the major drivers of inflation as it currently stands is rising mortgage rates. And increasing mortgage rates can be directly tied to the Bank of Canada increasing its rates. Typically, we use raising interest rates as a way to slow down inflation. Less borrowing, less money in the system, etc., etc. But historically, raising interest rates tends to have a disproportionately negative impact on middle and lower income Canadians. So when you see Doug Ford calling on the Bank of Canada to halt rising interest rates, your knee-jerk reaction might be, well, that's not a good idea. But let's not forget the politics of this, as the premiers of Ontario and British Columbia are both Conservative and NDP. And politically speaking, on the federal level, we've seen a lot of push on people for Trudeau to tell the Bank of Canada to stop raising interest rates, and Trudeau has to stop raising these interest rates. But the thing is, the Bank of Canada and the federal government are completely separate entities. The Prime Minister does not control interest rates. That's done on purpose for a very good reason. Just go look at Turkey if you want an example of why. So are these premiers calling on the Bank of Canada to halt rising interest rates because it's the right thing to do, or because it's a good political move? Arguably both. The real problem, though, is that if we don't raise interest rates and then inflation continues to spiral out of control, it's going to be too late to raise interest rates to stop the inflation that is happening. One of the major problems with monetary policy is that it takes up to a year, if not 18 plus months, before you see the impact of interest rate changes in the economy. We're not going to see most of the effects of our current interest rate changes until after December, and more so into 2024 and 2025 as people start to renew their mortgages. Specifically people who got mortgages when COVID made it so that interest rates were virtually nothing. It would not be wrong to say that we probably do need to raise interest rates further, but it would also not be wrong to say that doing so will disproportionately hurt people in the middle and lower incomes of our society. So is raising interest rates the right thing to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.